The Assistant Athletic Director of Frankfort High is here, Mac Yocum. Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here with us. So we'll talk about the what first, and it's the Mayo-Underwood Throwback game. Tell us about that and when it's happening, and how folks can get involved.
We're having our annual Mayo-Underwood Throwback game, February 6th. The JV game at 6, the varsity at 7:30. We started this in 2019, and we've had it every year since then, except for the COVID year when we had limited seating due to COVID and so forth. And it's just our way of honoring the Mayo-Underwood School that was the school here in town in our district for the African-American students up through the late 1950s. And a lot of those folks have passed on now, but we still want to honor them and make sure that anybody who's still in town who can make it, we want you to be there February 6th at the F.D. Wilkinson Sports Arena so that we can properly recognize the significance of Mayo-Underwood and their accomplishments and so forth as we go into February with Black History Month and so forth.
Yeah. So can folks get tickets ahead of time, or is that they should pay at the door?
Well, all of our tickets are done through the GoFan app. We do everything online. We'll be putting out that link as we get closer to game time. We don't take cash at the door. We do everything through the online app. If you're a Mayo-Underwood former player, just let us know, and we'll make sure that you're taken care of. We don't want you to have to pay to get into to your recognition night. So just let us know. They can contact me at school or our AD at school, and we'll take care of that. But yeah, everything's online.
Okay. Will you all have that updated link on Facebook, or will that be your
It'll be on
website?
it's all on our Facebook page. We Are Frankfort is our Facebook page. Just follow that, and all the info will be there. And we hope we can get a good crowd. We typically do, because it's a nice night to celebrate those folks. Yeah. Mayo-Underwood School is even though it's been gone now for 60 plus years, is as much of the fabric of Frankfort Independent Schools as Frankfort High or 2nd Street, because it was so historically significant in their time, and athletically it was one of the most prestigious African-American schools in the state. So that's why we like to honor them.
Yeah. So in what ways will you all, are you planning to
It depends
to honor
on,
Mayo-Underwood?
well, a lot of that depends on who shows up. Like I said, a lot of those folks are no longer with us. So, we call them out to center court, and we recognize them and talk about when, the years that they attended, if it's ones who played significant roles, that type stuff. But we typically don't know that until game time.
Yeah, until they get there.
Because we're dealing with elderly people, and sometimes they intend to come, but sometimes they don't make it. So that's why we want to get the word out now early, so that they can make arrangements to get there.
Yeah. And I'm sure you all will share that day a little bit of the history of Mayo-Underwood and its connection to Frankfort.
Absolutely. Of course, in our gym, we have the Jumbotrons now, so there'll be stuff running on the Jumbotrons and different little snippets recognizing the former players and so forth. Mayo-Underwood had won close to 600 games in their existence. They averaged over 20 wins a season, which is remarkable no matter where you're playing. Yeah. They had a couple of players play for the Harlem Globetrotters. They had one who played for the Philadelphia Warriors in the NBA. They had 20 All-State players, a couple of All-Americans. So they had quite the history, and that's a lot of people here in town don't realize that those great athletes were here, because back then they didn't have a whole lot of choice. They went out of state or they went to KSU, and a lot of that's forgotten history for a lot of people now. So that's why another reason why we want to keep the memory alive.
Yeah.
Because as these folks pass on, we don't want their memory to pass with them.
Sure. Well, and so that's what I was going to mention too, that even if you don't have necessarily a personal connection, or maybe you're a new entrant into Frankfort, you've just moved here or something, it'd be a great opportunity to go see some good basketball, but also get a bit of history on Tuesday and
Yes.
see the significance of Mayo-Underwood.
Yes, we'll give you a great history lesson. I'm kind of our unofficial historian down there, so I've dug up all kinds of good tidbits and trivia and so forth, and we'll have all that up running on the jumbotrons and stuff for folks to read during the game and get a little bit of a history lesson while going down memory lane.
Yeah, very cool.
That's amazing, yeah.
So Tuesday, February 6th at 7:30, taking on Berea. Mac, anything else that we need to know about?
Oh, we just want everybody to come and enjoy themselves.
All right.
Do you have a question of the day answer for us?
Yeah,
We
what
were
are you
talking
thinking about
football
the
before. I know we've
Super
been talking
Bowl?
basketball, but switch gears to football for a sec. And
I'm going Team Swifty.
oh yeah,
Okay.
you're going
Going with
Kansas
the
City,
Chiefs.
yeah.
Until somebody beats him, you just got to go with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't love the Chiefs, but a lot of it is just because I mean they've beaten my Bengals a few times and Patrick Mahomes, but you can't deny how good Patrick Mahomes is.
No, and like I said, until somebody beats him,
Yeah,
he's the man.
and
Yeah.
Kelsey too. They just
They just
throw a
keep
ball
getting-
in his general
they
area,
just
and
keep
he's
getting
somehow
better.
coming down with it.
They just keep getting better. This was probably the worst surrounding cast that Mahomes has had, but he's got him back in there. So
And back
again,
in the
you
Super Bowl.
can't doubt him.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
All right. Mr. Yocum, thanks for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and want everybody to check out that Mayo-Underwood Throwback game on February 6th.
Thank you.